Hello and welcome to the next video for the Python game development series. And in this video we're going to look at another principle in gaming and we're going to do a bouncing ball. So open up your favourite IDE and create a new file and you can code along with me to learn how to do a bouncing ball. And in the next one, spoiler alert, after this video is over, in the next video we're actually going to put all the things we've learnt together and do a proper game. So in this video we're going to look at velocity, edge detection, reverse direction and how movement works in games. So obviously the first thing that we do, step one, is import Pygame and import sys. We're also going to initialize the Pygame module, so pygame.init. So all of this we've done before. Then we're going to set the screen height and the screen width. And then we're going to set our colours. So we're going to define our colours. So we have white. Remember, these are our sort of three different denary numbers. White is 255. Sorry, that should be equals 255, not. There we go. White, black. And that's 0, 0, 0. Red is going to be 255. So all red, no green and no blue. And then our blue is going to be no red, 100 green and 255 of blue. Okay, so we've defined our colours, imported Pygame and sys, and set our screen height and width. Initialized Pygame engine as well. So now we're going to create our screen, very similar again to how we previously did this. So that is going to be screen equals Pygame dot display dot set mode screen width, comma, screen height. So we created our screen and we're just going to get it to display with a caption. So that's just Pygame dot display dot set caption, and we're just going to call it bouncing ball. Okay, so that is everything that we need to do to set our system up. So I'll just pause that there for you. As ever, pause the video if you need to. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to define our ball properties. So remember, it's a bouncing ball. So we're going to set our ball X position, ball X, and that is going to be equal to the screen width, but divided by 2, and it's 2 forward slashes, so that means it's integer division, there's no decimal place. And we're going to set ball Y equal to the screen height, again integer division by 2. We're going to set our ball radius equal to 20, and we can change that later on. And then we're going to set the velocity. So we're going to have ball X velocity, and that is going to be 5. And then we're going to have ball Y velocity, and that's going to be equal to 3. So that's the speed of it basically. Okay, so we've set up our main properties for our ball apart from one very important thing, and that is the ball colour. So let's add that in. Ball colour equals red. Okay, so there's our ball properties. Again, I'll just pause there. If you need to pause the video to add this, do that now. So the next thing we need to do, as we did previously, we need to set our clock. So we're going to create our clock and set it clock equals pygame.time.clock, open close brackets, and then our frames per second is going to be 60. Okay, so that is everything that we need to do to set this all up. We have, just to remind you, imported Pygame and sys, started our Pygame engine, set our screen width and height as constants because they're capitals. We've defined our colours. Now those are tuples because they're curved brackets. We've created our screen, displayed our caption, and then we've set a number of properties for our ball. The ball X is going to be the screen width divided by 2, so it should hopefully start off in the middle. The same with ball Y, the radius is 20, the velocity is 5 and 3, and it's going to be a red ball. Now we need to have our main loop for this, and we need to have running equals true. So we always have our loop, and we're going to have that as a while loop. So while running, there's our main loop. And then we're going to handle events. So this section is going to handle events, and we're going to have a for loop. For event, again, very similar to what we've done before, in pygame.event.get. If event.type is quit, again, always let them have a way to quit. So they've shut that little window, the X on the screen. We're going to say running equals false. So having that exit is always really important. So the next thing we want to do is we need to move the ball. So let's do that. Again, everything's going to be under that while loop. So we're going to move the ball. And we're going to move the ball by adding velocity to the position in each frame. So let me just put that here. What do? We add velocity to position the ball in each frame. So we're going to take the XY coordinate and add the velocity on. So in this case, whatever the position is for ball X, we'll add on 5 to its position. So it should move it. And then the same for Y, we're going to add on 3. So first of all, we're going to have ball X plus equals, so it takes the old value and adds on the ball X velocity. And then we do the same with the Y position. We're going to add on the velocity for that, but using the old value, ball Y velocity. Great, so we've moved the ball, basically. That is the bit that moves the ball. But we do have a few issues, because if the ball hits the edge of the screen, which it will eventually, then we're going to have to make sure it just doesn't disappear off. So what do? Well, we check if the ball hits the left or right edge, and if it does, we're going to reverse the direction. So check if the ball hits the edge of the screen. So to do that, we say if ball X, so if it's X position minus the ball radius is less than or equal to 0, then we've hit the left. So in that case, what do we want to do? We want to set the ball velocity equal to the ball velocity, but minus. So we're sending it in the opposite direction. So if we hit the left, we're going to set the X on the left-hand side, so it's the X coordinate. we're going to set the velocity to the negative equivalent of it. So we're going to reverse direction. Okay, and then we do the same to see if it's got to the screen width. So we've hit the right side of it. So if ball x minus the ball radius is greater than or equal to the screen width. So we've hit the right. Then what are we going to do? We're going to change the velocity again, the reverse. Ball x velocity equals minus ball x velocity. Okay, so we could try running this actually. Well, actually, we've only got a few more bits to do actually. I know we haven't run any of this yet, so probably should have done, but let's just see if we have that. We do the same for the y. So I'm just going to copy this, very carefully make sure I change everything. So we've got if the y, ball y, minus the ball radius is less than or equal to 0, then we've hit the top edge. So we change the y velocity to be the opposite. So just make sure if you do copy and paste like this, that you make sure that you change everything. It's very easy to miss one. And that's, instead of the screen width, it's going to be the screen height. And then that one there should be minus the y ball velocity. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so that is what happens when we hit the edge of the screen. We check to see, have we hit left, have we hit right, have we hit the top, have we hit the bottom, and if we do, then we change direction. So now we need to draw everything. So let's do that. And again, this is very similar to what we did before. Screen dot fill, and we'll do it as white background. You can change it if you want to. We're going to draw the ball. Pygame.draw .circle, and then we're going to draw this. We have to give it the screen, the ball color, and then we need to give it an int of the x coordinate. Just make sure it's an integer, not a real. An int of the ball y. And then outside of that, we need to give it the ball radius. Okay, so just some of the brackets there are a bit weird. So just make sure that you've got the brackets correct there. Just again, pause the video, make sure every opening bracket is closed correctly. And then we're just going to display everything. Pygame.display.flip. And then clock.tick the frames per second, which was, I think we set it to 60. And then the last thing we do outside of the while loop is just to do pygame.exit and then sys.exit. Again, this is all stuff that we've done before in other games. So I'm just going to pause that there for a moment and let you catch up if you need to. Then I'm going to run this and let's see what happens when I run it. Okay, so I have started it running and in a moment it should work. It's a little bit slow with the debugger. So I've just run this and I've got an error in my syntax. I've got line 65, it says Pygame, I've put Pygame.exit and it should be Pygame.quit. So just make sure you correct yours and let's try and run that again. And It does not like line number 39. So let's have a look at line number 39. And yes, so you can see, maybe you picked this up before me. Line number 39, I've got a single equals. It should be a double equals in an if statement. So let's run that again, see if we've got any other errors. And no, there we go. There is my bouncing ball. Excellent. So hopefully yours will work too. You can see that maybe some of the maths is a little bit weird for the right hand side, isn't it? And the bottom, it's a bit weird. It's not quite hitting the edge, it's going underneath. So let's just double check that. Yeah, you can see that it's definitely bouncing at the top and the left, but the right and the bottom, it's going kind of too deep. So let's have a look at the maths behind that. So I can see on line 49 here, I've got on line 49, ball x minus ball radius is greater than equal to screen width. So that needs to be a plus, not a minus. And the same for line number 54. Here I've got the screen height, hit the bottom. It should be not minus the ball radius, but it should be plus the ball radius. So sorry about that, everybody. Just change that and then I'll run it again and hopefully that will bounce off. Let's just try it. Yeah, perfect. Excellent. So I was just doing it too deep and that worked. Good. So there is our bouncing ball. I have got some tasks for you to try for this. I'm just going to put them on the screen in a moment and see if you can get this changed and just change a few things about it. So your challenges are: change the ball colour to blue, make the ball bigger by changing the ball radius, make the ball move faster, change the velocity variables, change the background colour to black, and add a second ball with a different speed and colour. I'll see you in the next video.